Simply put, there's no easy way out. I mean, there might be an easy way to get there, but honestly, if you get there, would you enjoy it as much as if you put in all the hard work, all the dedication that you know it takes, which is strenuous? It's a lot on your body, mentally and physically. But once you get there, it's that much sweeter. And I know this from personal experience because oftentimes it's like, yo, I make music on the side and I want to be there. I want to be one of the top artists. I want to be the greatest at what I'm doing. I want to be creative. But then if I try to rush a product or I try to rush myself into doing something, it's never genuine. It doesn't come out realistic from me, and the people around me can even tell. Even my girl can tell. She could be like, you need to put more time into this, which is pretty obvious. You want to work on your craft. There's that 10,000 hour rule, which I feel like honestly is like 100,000 hours, probably an infinite amount of hours you'd have to put in to be at that point where you're like, okay, I'm a master at this shit and nobody can tell me otherwise. But imagine, like, you just make something, you just make a product, you just make a song, and then instantly you blow up to the top of the charts. It's never gonna feel as good, because then it's like whiplash. Like, all of a sudden you were here at this low point and now you just rushed up there. And it might feel good for a little because you get, all these accolades, the money, this, that, but then the adjustment is going to take so much time. And I'm here to tell you guys, there's no easy way out. There's no way where it's just like, I'm just going to produce this and all of a sudden I'm going to be there tomorrow. Like, no, it takes years and years, and you can't ever judge yourself whether you don't have all of your finances together or you don't have the things you wanted by now. You can't judge yourself because, dude, you will fall into that cycle of just judging yourself. Every single time you think about it, it's like, let the past be the fucking past. Let it go. It's over. You could think about it, sit on it, meditate, see what you did wrong. Try to heal from those things. We all deserve healing. But then, once you're done with it, let it go. Once the bird is healed, don't try to hold on to it. Don't try to keep it in its cage. Nah, it deserves to be free. It deserves to be in nature. It deserves to sing. It deserves to be all of the things that it wants to be, instead of us being like, no, it's so precious, I gotta hold on to this. Dude, it's just like taking any drugs. Like, you take it, there's gonna be a high point, and just as well, there's gonna be something to counteract that. There's gonna be a low point. And I know from personal experience that you don't want to be in that high state all the time. You don't want to be in that high and mighty, like, I am this, I am so confident, like I'm just enjoying all of this shit that's happening to me and not really letting myself be humble. Because you have to be humble, and there's nothing wrong with having that confidence, but you yourself can tell when it breaches on the scale of overconfidence, where you're like, wait a second, who the fuck am I? Who's really talking right now? And when I talk to you guys, this is more of just like a journaling for myself, because it helps me be a freer person, helps me with my linguistics, it helps me better my relationships, because I can just speak on the microphone without having to expect any output, because when I'm face to face with the person, there's instant reactions. Their face twitches up, there's different, they might not like what I'm saying, but this is just like record, send out into the world. And when I'm talking about these things, it really reflects on me, because I've oftentimes felt like I wanted the easy way out. But then I noticed that, like, even through some of my favorite, artists or anything like that, once they get there, they all say the same thing. It's like, I didn't expect this. It was a lot. I was burnt out. I was depressed for however long. It's like, trust me, you want to work at it. You want to sweat You want to cry for it. You want to bleed for it. Because if you really want it, you're going to wake up day in, day out and try your best, you know? And that's what you deserve. You deserve to put in your best into whatever it is. Like, you and your wife, whoever your partner, have a kid. It's like, yo, you want to grow them organically. You want to grow this plant organically. You want to feed it the best. You want to give it the best love, the best knowledge, like everything that you could put into it. So why not put into yourself? I feel like one thing that helps me realize this stuff whenever, I'm just feeling super shitty is I look at myself as a kid and I try to remember that. I close my eyes. I remember, like, as a kid, I would wake up, all this, like, everything was so exciting. Like, I'm learning every single day. Then all of a sudden you get older and it starts to kind of decline, or more so you don't focus on those things. But I think about myself as a kid and if I would be proud of myself now. And most of the time that gets me to, like, get the fuck up and do what I have to do. That's a good practice that I feel like can probably benefit anybody. Yeah, I just had to let you guys know about this. It's something that's been on my mind for a little bit. If you have anything to say, reach out. I'm always listening. But until then, peace.